Hey runners, Morgan here from the Run Experience. Today we're going back to basics with my 4 favorite bodyweight exercise, perfect for runners, helping you get strong. I'm gonna break everything down for you, so let's get into it. All right, so we got 4 movements to work on today. The first one we're gonna start off with is the squat. I'm gonna break everything down for you, so let's get into this first one. Now, for the squat, we always wanna make sure you can take a little bit wider than hip width stance here. You can even turn the toes out slightly if need be. When we drop down, you wanna initiate your movement from your hips. I'm gonna turn to the side here so you can see. We wanna sit those hips back, keeping a nice flat belly here. You don't wanna arch it out or dip down. Roll those shoulders back, and we're gonna sit down nice and slow just to show you here. Also, you wanna make sure you're focusing on pushing these knees out to the side. Don't let them collapse in. You're gonna come down nice and slow, and when you come up a little bit quicker here, and give a nice squeeze and the glutes. Turn front ways and show you. Get into place, and we're gonna go down for 3 and come back up for 1. Really pushing those knees out to the side, keeping nice and tall here. We don't wanna lean forward. One of the best tips I was ever given is to kind of imagine a wall right in front of you, and you don't wanna fall and hit your face on that wall. So keep back nice and tall, sit back, knees over top of the toes, never jutting over top. So that's your squat. All right, so the next one is gonna be lunges. There's a few different ways that you can do lunges, so I'm gonna kind of walk you through all of them. But to start off, all of you wanna make sure you're rolling those shoulders back, have a nice tall stance here, nice tight core. When you step out, we want a big step out, maybe a little bit more, there we go. So that when we drop down, we have a nice 90-degree angle in our front foot and 90-degree angle in our back foot. We always wanna make sure that those toes knees are staying back behind the toes. We don't wanna put any extra pressure on the knees than we need to. Now, once again, making sure we're staying nice wide stance here so that we're not like on that tight rope with our feet in front of each other and we're losing balance. For the first lunge, we're just gonna go down and come back up to our standing position, down and back up. This is gonna work the back of the body, hamstrings a little bit more. You also have a lunge where you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna go continue forward into a walking lunge. The next one that we have is a reverse lunge. Once again, hands out in front, roll those shoulders back, taking a nice big wide stance back, and going down, and then pulling forward into your standing position again. All right, so our next workout is a push-up. Now, we're gonna start here by getting into that nice high plank position, shoulders over top of our wrist, keeping that belly and butt tucked underneath, so you're kind of like bringing it in, keeping a nice good squeeze there the whole time. And we're gonna drop down. This is the first variation, keeping those elbows really tight to the side. For me, I have to drop all the way down because I struggle and I'll lose my form at the bottom here, and that's super important. Re-engaging myself, giving me a nice tight squeeze of my butt, pushing back up off the ground into that nice high plank. Now, if you're having trouble with this and you need to go to your knees, we're gonna show you, you're always gonna still start in this high plank position, and then as you're ready to drop down, you can drop to the knees. Once again, keeping those elbows tight to the side, dropping down and pushing back up. Now, we always wanna, once again, bring those knees back up into that high plank position, even when we're doing our knee push-ups, so we can re-engage and go back down, and then pushing back up through and bringing these back up to the top. So the last one we have for you today is a bicycle crunch. Now, before we even get started, we wanna keep our feet at that hip width apart, and as we lay back down onto the mat, we wanna kinda give that nice C shape to the body so that we have a nice flat back all the way down, kind of vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, with our hands, we're gonna take them and have them behind our head. We wanna put a little pressure there to open up the chest, but we don't want too much pressure so that we're yanking our neck forward. Sometimes I just like to use 2 fingers so that I have that pressure there, but I really can't pull too hard. Now, we're gonna lift the legs up off the ground, keeping our elbows out wide to the side. We're gonna drop one leg down, and we're gonna bring opposite elbow to opposite knee, and come back, switch, opposite knee to opposite elbow. To add in a little bit of a challenge, sometimes I actually like to come back to center and then bring up and twist, center, bring up and twist, trying to keep those hips on the ground as you go through this workout. All right, so a great way to add these movements into your weekly strength routine would be to, in a day, challenge yourself to accumulate 50 of each of these movements. Now you can do this however you want, break it up into reps and rounds. The choice is yours. Be creative with it and have some fun. Try to challenge yourself, maybe do this 2 to 3 times a week, maybe up the ante and shoot for 50, 60, 70, whatever you like. But these are great to add in. I highly suggest them. They're basic core movements that every runner should be really well versed at. Hey runners, hope you liked that video. If you were looking for more workouts like this, check out our 2-week quick start program. The link is in the description below. You get access to all kinds of videos like this, workouts in depth, all the good things for 2 weeks for free. Hope to see you guys in there. Make sure you also give this video a big thumbs up. And if you have any requests for future videos or you have any feedback for me, please drop it in the comments below. Make sure to also subscribe to our channel. I want you guys to see these videos when they are in your inbox each and every week. I'll see you guys in the next one.